Hello guys, this is Adam and this is the MacBook Pro M5 and that is the 14-inch with the space gray color, and we are going to unbox it, and then when we unbox it we will as well test the new Blender, which is a Blender 5.0, and it's not going to be the beta version. And by the way, what do you think of the new desk? The new desk is actually by Vernell. It's a wonderful desk. It's very spacious. So I do have this right here, and then I do have an L shape here on my right. And again, I recommend them if you want to check them out. They are called Vernell. This is the MacBook Pro right here. Before we get into the Mac, let's see what we have into the box. So since I got the black color, I do have the cable here in black, and it actually looks very nice, so we do like that. Designed by Apple California, so there's that. Typical charger, which I believe is the 70-watt charger. We're gonna close the box as well. Check the MacBook Pro right here. Actually, I will be testing a couple of things as well. The first one from a company called Fidico. This is not my first time actually getting something from them in terms of purchasing it. And this is a USB 3.2 Gen 2 M.2 enclosure, and we will be testing that on the Mac with this hard drive right here from Western Digital. So this actually will be serving as our external drive, and I will leave a link for it in the description for you to check out. And here we go. We are opening. Wow, the color, the space, I mean the fingerprints, they are annoying, but as always, just wow, the color is amazing. Okay, and the beautiful sound when you first open a Mac as usual. So this is what we are working with right here when we first want to set it up, and we are inside our machine. I hate these, so we're gonna head and then remove widget. I would like to go ahead and test that really quickly, so let's go ahead and unbox it, and it should be a plug and play. So let's go ahead and see how the plug and play actually works. And by the way, I really like how everything is, like, the branding is color orange, because orange is actually my favorite color, like I am wearing it right now. I even have a freaking watch has the color orange as well. And then we are getting the enclosure. So with the enclosure, we are getting cable, which is a USB-A to USB-C. This I do not agree with. I would love, no, okay, I was just about to say I would love that we have USB-C to USB-C. I think we do have USB-C to USB-C. There you go. That's more like it. And I think this is like the toothpaste, basically the paste that you put on top of it. I'm not sure if we're gonna need it or not. And then the main thing is right here, and that is basically the enclosure. That's how it is, and that's the Fidico. So we're gonna go ahead. Okay, let's go ahead and put the USB in here. I thought we might need something, you know, just to hold it in place, but it already have like a clipper right here that would hold it in place. So there's that. And then you can put that on top if you need to, but for me, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and close it. So it does show, and yes, allow. Now we're gonna go to the file. Okay, so it is working. Keep in mind, this one was connected to a Windows machine, so I do have here program files and then the Steam library as well, and then the Windows apps. Then let's go to disk utility, all the details right here. So basically we have 93 gigabytes used, and then 168 free. Is the ejecting working? The ejecting is working as it should. It was literally plug and play. And again, I will leave a link for it in the description for you to check out. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to downloads, and then from downloads I'm gonna start with the junkyard. sorry, the junk shop. And then with the junk shop, I want you to know that we are not connected to the power, and we are at 58%. From there, I just need to open the settings and then go to system, and then in the system I am making sure that we are using the GPU, which is the GPU for the 10 cores, and that is about it. Remember, the first render is going to be the kernel render. We will not take that into account, but we will counter from the second render and we will go above, and we will see if render 5.0 is any better than 4.5. Okay, so this is the first build, and it took 4 minutes and 15 seconds, and again, that is the kernel build, so we will not count it. And now we're gonna go ahead again and see how much it will take with the actual performance. So this is done, and it only took 15.95 seconds. So basically 15 seconds, and that performance in comparison to the 4.5. And right now we are running it for the second time, and we are still getting 15.2. And again, that is faster by about 1 to 2 seconds if from the 4.5 run, which you can see the numbers for right now on the screen. And also you can check my previous video to see how the performance was in terms of 4.5, because I have tested that as well. When we are gonna go ahead and run it one more time just to double check that the numbers that we are getting, they are actually not a fluke, and they are the actual numbers that we should be getting with a Blender in a general sense. It seems like this is the general sense numbers that we are getting, because right now what we are looking at, aside from the beautiful artwork right here, we are getting 15.04, and each time I am running it, I am actually getting a faster performance than before. That basically tells us that 5.0 has a better performance than the 4.5, at least when it comes to cycle. So we're gonna go ahead and open Fox Splash. Gonna go ahead and then make sure we make sure that we are on the GPU. Now some of you might ask, well, why not enabling them both? It will definitely be slower, and I have made a video about that, you can check in the channel. And then also doing only the CPU, that would hinder the performance as well. The render engine is Eevee, and then from here we're gonna go ahead and then render image. Now the first run is going to be the kernel, so it's gonna take a lot. And also remember, all of this performance that you are seeing is on the battery. To be fair, the performance should be the same while you are connected to the battery or not, and of course I will be doing a video later on where we are connected to the power, and then we will see the performance. So this is done, and it only took 19 seconds, and that's for Eevee. Even for a kernel run, that's still decent. However, let's go ahead and then have an actual run without the kernel and then see how much that would take. So without the kernel run, that took a 12.28, which is definitely faster than 4.5, because 4.5 was about 13 seconds, so this is 12 seconds, and I am seeing a pattern here that it's a little bit more optimized, and the performance is better by about 1 second. And we are again with the 12 seconds 0.17, and that performance is about 1 second better than 4.5. So it seems like 5.0 is actually more optimized for the Apple Silicon in terms of a Blender in comparison to 4.5. Now let's go ahead and check the new splash, which is the 4.5. We want to make sure that we are gonna do Eevee for that engine, which is basically the default settings, and then we're gonna render one image, and then we will see how much that would take, and then you can compare that against what you have, because I have not tested this, let's say for example with 4.5 or other machines as well. So this is done, and it only took 25 seconds, but again, remember this is the kernel run, so now we're gonna go ahead and then render it again, and we should be getting a more accurate representation of how much actually it takes for it to be done in compare. What? It took only 7 seconds? Only 7 seconds, that's actually not bad at all. Now again, you can compare that against what you have. That's really nice, but 7 seconds, yeah, now we are at 6 seconds. That could be in the margin of error. We're gonna go ahead more time and then see. In terms of the machine, it's quite cold. It's not warm at all. I am not sensing anything warm. So we are in the 6 seconds again. I'm gonna run it one more time. And if we are getting 6 seconds, then probably that's the average that I will go with, at least for this project. And we got 6 seconds as well.